Joycey
and Blake, and welcome to Savagely Scaled.
In this episode, our affiliate of the month.
And we're really excited about this one because they're looking at CrossFit from a different perspective and how they're going to grow their community actually inside the gym as well as outside the gym. So we're excited for you guys to see what they plan for the future and what they plan to collaborate with everything.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, we are Savagely Scaled and we have Joycey and
Blake.
And we're out here visiting Beast Factory CrossFit. Woo, there you go. Thank you guys for having us here this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us.
100%. So first and foremost, let's go around the table and just introduce ourselves. First name, and then we're going to go into detail a little bit about your gym, where you're located, and a little bit about you guys and how you started. So let's go around.
My name is Ray Gully. I'm the head coach. And what was the other question?
How long have you been doing CrossFit and what brought you to CrossFit is what we're going to go over.
Got it. I've been doing CrossFit since, I've been doing it for 8 years.
2016.
16. So, and I got into it a while ago, and it changed my life monumentously as long as with my family. And the reason I've gotten into it because of I'm an alcoholic, and those times were tough for me. And so we all dealt with our stress, different ways. Yeah. So I dealt with mine at those times, through alcoholism. And I needed an outlet. And I've done a lot of fitness in my life, but nothing's ever hit me like CrossFit did. And the day I walked in that CrossFit gym, I was hungover on that Saturday. I remember it was 400 meters. I'm a good runner. I made it through 400 meters. They thought I was gone forever, but I came back the next Saturday and I said, I'm in. And I knew right there that CrossFit helped me find myself, find my love for my life, and find the love for the life of my family. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm Brandy, Coach B here, and I started a year after Rated. We were at that party lifestyle. My father passed away in 2017, and I was kind of looking for something, I think, and he had been bugging me for like a year, and I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. You guys are crazy. And then I was like, okay, let's try something new, and then I was shocked at how much I liked it, and I was all in.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And then we have a coach here.
Yes, I'm Irish. I didn't start as a coach. I started in 2020 at the height of the pandemic when I sat on my butt doing absolutely nothing. And my best friend kept saying, you need to come, you need to come. I went once. I hated it. And then
said she'd never come again.
And then I came again, and I came again. And then it's just stuck with me, and now I help coaching 1 day a week to give them a break.
Nice. So what drove you guys to become affiliate owners?
Go ahead. That's right. Well, so the Beast Factory was opened many years ago by, I think, 2 or 3 people. We're only familiar with one of them, and it was our gym. It's where we started, and we fell in love with it. It was our home to us. We spent all of our extra time there. We were there 5 or 6 days a week, and then it shut down very suddenly, and it was like a funeral. I mean, everybody in there was just devastated that it shut down, and so we were never intending on opening a gym. That was not even on our list. We were really busy doing other stuff, but we kind of thought, let's buy the equipment and see what happens. And we did, and we stored it. We ended up borrowing money from my mom because we're like, we weren't expecting to do this, So let's just buy everything and see what happens. And then the pandemic hit, so we kind of just laid low for a while. But then we had the opportunity for this building with a friend of ours. His dad was going to lease it to us, and we're like, the pandemic wasn't even over, but we were open. We were the only people out there opening a gym, but we had no idea if anybody was going to show up from the old crew. And we had a open house to kind of sign people up. We were super scared. We'd never done anything like that before. And I remember my daughter at the time, she's like, what if nobody shows up? And that was like the biggest fear. But all of a sudden, people from the gym just started showing up, and we're like, this is going to work. This is going to work.
Awesome.
And then it just took off. It was amazing.
That is so cool.
What does your process look for a new member? Like your onboarding or on-ramp, what do they go through?
So when new members come into the gym, typically in this small town, it's obviously word of mouth. Or we get advertisers coming through Facebook, social media, whatnot. But as soon as they come in, we obviously, just like we greeted you guys, we have one of the best communities in town, if the best community in town for CrossFit.
We felt so welcomed, and we've been to other affiliates, but it felt more of like, like a family, right? And when I first joined, it was like that, and very small. Like where we come from, Kingman, it's like those are our family members, even though we're not blood related. Like we're there for each other, and that's how it felt walking in. I mean, when I was walking through doing a little video, and then the door was locked, I felt so embarrassed because I heard you on the other side, and I was like, somebody is definitely on the other side and saw that.
She went through the garage.
And I was like, no, their front door is this way. Don't worry about that. We got to get the sign.
That is the front door, by the way. No one uses it.
That is too funny.
But so onboard process, they come in. We obviously open them with wide open arms.
Yeah.
We have clients we do kids fitness, not CrossFit yet. We're going to get licensed soon.
Yeah.
But we have kids come in all the way up to our mother-in-laws, our in-laws, or our mothers or themselves up to 70 years old. True CrossFit fashion, everything's modifiable. So we bring you in, we see how you're doing, obviously waver them up. We see your aptitude, we interview you.
Yeah.
We see what your goals, needs, wants are, right? And then we go from that relationship right there. We develop that relationship right at the front. This is not like any other gym. CrossFit's not like that.
Yeah.
We're not global, right? We offer community. And that needs to come up first and foremost.
Yeah.
So if you're not feeling the love, how are you going to...
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough workout, an hour. If the coach is not there for you, right? And so that's what we try to provide. We got some of the coaches staff. I've taught probably this is my IT. We have an ITP class at school here, and I brought 3 of these CF1s up. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Wow.
And we farm breed those, and these guys are coming up from beginning all the way to hopefully elite athletes one day.
Yeah.
And that's what we're about in this town. Is we're not scared. We're not upper, San Diego, elite.
Yeah.
We got to go and program to where we are, realistic in our community, which is beginning level. So we go off that. We go for aptitude, and then we go for membership. Punch card and ease you on into it. So
nice. And then Iris, with coming in, how did I know you said you started in 2020. How was that, like, beginning stages to going into deciding to get your level 1 and joining the group?
Well, like I had said when we were working out, I didn't like it at first.
Yeah.
But having that person next to me telling me, you can do this, you got this, it really does help you change that mindset within yourself. When you're the one saying, I can't do it, and everybody else around you saying, yes, you can.
Yeah.
You just have to find where that is inside and build that up.
Nice.
I feel like that's a good point, because that's like the biggest struggle when you go into a gym is like feeling you're already going in there feeling like I'm coming here for a reason, like I'm not where I want to be. I'm already feeling kind of down, and then having to like not only provide a workout but provide that environment like you mentioned where it's supportive and it's engaging and we're meeting you where you're at. It's hard when you're a new CrossFitter and you see all these people being elite and like amazing, and you're like, I'm not quite there yet, but and it's like, how do you gauge that as a coach, right? And you're being present for that.
So when we first started, my big thing was I've been CF1 for a while. CF2 was the next level.
Yeah.
If you guys have one,
I do.
Awesome. So L2 is a little more.
Yeah.
It's there. It's nothing like the CF1. CF1's an indoctrination in the CrossFit mythology, if you will. You can take that, parlay that into CF2, and start to get your coaching chops. CF2 is where it's at. If you really want to ignite the fire within coaching, definitely CF2. And that's what I try to bring and teach these, our coaches, that we got to roll with the aptitude of our classes and make it scaled down. I don't want RX on there if they're not ready for it. Because that's one of the things as a beginning athlete I regret, is not going scale, taking my time through the process. I'm a guy. Yeah. I'm a guy. I'm going to lift 225 pounds in my warm-up.
Acknowledge it. I love it. I love it.
See, and I've been RX all my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring that vibe here because these athletes are our next. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I got a program with chalk, Brian Fisher's art program, for instance. I watered that down and I make it to our clientele. So
Yeah.
and that helps with your. If I come in here, you read like Cal Sue, you guys are looking at me 100-something thrusters with burps every 1 minute, right? And that's not what we try to bring. We try to bring fun and all that good stuff.
And the selfies.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I love it. No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that I saw was like you were warming up and then running, and I was like, "Is he running? Are we running already?" I was like, "What's happening?" I love it though, but I was like, "That's." I mean, when I coach and stuff like that, they're like, "Is that what we're doing?" No, I need to do this for me, and that's why I tell like my athletes is like, if you feel like you need to do this to warm up, that's why you should come early, and this is what we can do for warm up. If you feel like your hip, come to me, or we have a PT on site, like we can get you to where you need to be. So it's nice also to see like your coach bettering themselves too in front of you, because we talk about being an adult, making friends. How do you make friends? I made friends through CrossFit, and I also knew how to kind of like better my body by seeing the coach in front of me stretching or taking their time.
Leading by example as well. And cool downs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how do you put that towards your coaches? Like, what do you hold them like to a standard of how they should be coaching or how they should be treating drop-ins, new members, old members?
So, again, we're in infant stages coming up. There's no formula to this.
Yeah.
Running a small business in the fitness atmosphere. God's timing is what this is all about, and our community is all about His hands on all of us. And that's just it's just what it is. We're a self-sufficient community. With that being said, we don't make memberships. We don't mandate really anything. We self-survive within ourselves. It's great. And with that, the relationships we make as coaches with each individual is very, very important. They're better than I am. We own 3 businesses, and I'm a general contractor, construction, and I'm sometimes a lot of bark. I'm like a sheepdog. Running around. And I don't mind that, but I'm a lot of bark. But we all have our different flavors and flavor. People come to my 5 a.m. because they want to get shook and up at 5 a.m.
That's a different crowd of 5 a.m. people.
And everyone's got their different flavor or special sauce, And so that's what I tell the coaches: find your style. Don't be Coach Ray. Okay, don't be Coach Ray. Be Coach Irish. Be Coach Brandy.
Yep.
And with that, develop relationship with the client.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
that's how I had to go. Like 5 a.m. when I go in and they're like, "Hey, you have to sub for 5 a.m." and I go walk in there and I'm like, "Okay, y'all know I coach 4:30 and 5:30 p.m. So good morning, I guess." And they're like, "Oh, you're here to work out? When have you seen me here to work out?" They're paying me, so let's start with that. And because I was like, my vibe is totally different. And when they come to the nighttime, they're like, the vibe is different. I was like, yeah, these people are getting off work. They're tired.
Everybody's different. 6:30 is always there to party.
Yeah.
6:30 is like the party crowd. Yeah, they're like, they're there for the social as much as they are the workout.
Yeah, but like when I started as coaching, like I did that with my boss. I was like, how do I coach? And he's like, well, I coach 5 a.m. Don't be Coach Chris. Like, you're Coach Blake for a reason. And you connect differently than I do. And it's very nice to have that, to be like, okay, so I'm a coach to be me. So, like, how have you found coaching?
I love coaching, but as I had told you earlier, it parlays off of what I do for a living. I teach school for a living. So this is just with adults.
Which is sometimes harder.
It is because, they don't listen. With little kids, I give them the look and they stop. The adults just give me the look back.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you're talking.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard.
And then yeah.
That struggle.
I do. When I see like 4:30 and 5:30 sometimes when I coach 8 a.m. and I'm like, gee, you guys talk back. 4:30 and 5:30 don't do that. They're like, oh,
Well,
she's
and
serious.
our 8:30 class that she teaches, that's where my mother-in-law goes. It's mostly the older crowd, and they do talk back.
Yeah, they
yeah.
do talk back. Yeah.
And I'm like,
What was
I'm
their
going to tell you some of the things her
What was
mother-in-law
their-
says to me.
Yes. What was their nickname, by the way, the last comp? The Silver Fox, or what was it?
Something to
the
that
so-
effect. Probably something we shouldn't say. I don't remember, but we were all
Yeah, it
shocked
was
and
a little
amazed by
sassy.
their names. Yeah.
8:30 sassy pants.
that was like my mom and then her mother-in-law and his mom. And they're all in their like, they're all in their 70s and they're just sassy things.
We'll be like, hey, you need to run a 200. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk in place.
I'm just going to do this. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, okay, this is your social hour. Got it. I've been
Dancing,
there.
a lot of dancing happening.
Oh, see, and I do that, and they're like, "Oh, she likes to dance when she coaches and stuff like that." Or I tell them, I go, "Hey, I am you in class, but I need you to not be me."
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm coaching you right now. And then when I'm in class with them, they're like, "Wow, you do that?" I was like, "Yes, we're all human, but I give the coach respect, though."
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So tell me more about, like, I'm really intrigued about kind of how your classes work. So do you follow a programming? Is it more just, your own? And tell us more about that.
So, like I said, we're pretty busy. Obviously, as a head coach, I need to optimize my time because we do run 3 businesses, and I am a general contractor. So when we do program, me and Brandy decided a long time ago. We are the 3rd generation owners, and we outsource our programming. It comes from Ryan Fisher with Chalk. You know Ryan Fisher?
Yeah.
Ex-athlete, cool guy, San Diego. Likes to sit there in kettlebell in the back of a truck around Escondido.
Yeah,
that's Ryan Fisher. So we did Ryan for a long time, and Ryan's pretty aggro. He's up there.
He was
pretty
good to
athlete.
us for a long time. Yeah.
Yes, and so we liked it so much that it was the next edge, next level for here in Yuma. No one's other program is like us. Hence the name Beast Factory as well.
Yeah.
So, can I program? Yes, I can program. Can I program as fast as it would take me and still have time for myself and still have time for the businesses and still coach? It would take more time. So, we water it down. I take his coaching. We just moved over to Mayhem. You guys know Mayhem?
Yes.
Oh, man. That's what you did
That's
today.
been fun.
Mayhem is crazy.
Yeah, I almost died.
So and again, we graduated this year from Chalk, right? This is just the status of where we're at, our measurement of where we're at with the aptitude of our classes. Chalk was pretty much like either scale to RX, pretty much. You go to Mayhem, you got different levels and tiers. So I went to match the programming. We were second from the top. Not elites, but we were up there with everyday heroes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. First responders, firefighters, SEALs, stuff like that, which says pretty good for our clientele and where they're at from Chalk. So at Metric, I take that as a head coach. I go, we're in the right area. We're in the right area with our beginners, and we're progressing with where we want to be with our mobility, and it also challenges the instructors. Going from Chalk, knowing Ryan's system, my system, putting it all together, coming from that, going into Froning.
Yeah.
You see, and going into that, so you guys got some of the Mayhem banding? Yeah, that's from Rich. I love it. Yeah. We don't hip halo activation. And so stuff like that. It also, that's why we took that. And the coaches started it makes them actually open up more.
Yeah.
Right? Look into it, dive into it. What's a single leg RDL?
Yeah, there was a lot of research. Yeah.
And that's where we're going, and it's been very successful for our beasts. We go to every competition we can get our hands on. We're not going to win every competition we get our hands on.
But it's a lot of fun.
But
It is.
We show up, we bring the vibe, and we bring it savagely skilled like you guys.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's like every time when they're like, "Oh, you want to do competition?" I was like, "I love competitions."
Boom, yes.
And then they're like, "Oh, well, you're gonna win." Like she likes to compete, to win. And I'm like,
That's it.
and I'm like,
competing on
I'm
what?
competing
Second
with my
place?
friend, and I'm having the best time, and we're bringing the best out of each other.
there you go.
And that's where I'm at because I did competitive stuff all when I was younger. So I'm like, I just like to have fun. I mean, if I could do an overhead squat anytime, a heavy one, I got that unlocked. But yeah, with programming, so we follow Matt Frazier. But I've seen like with HWPO, Proven, Mayhem, like all these new ones coming up. I feel like it's gearing the coaches to actually like dive outside of the box and think of things, right?
Yes.
Like this morning, how you were keying things and even being like, I'm a big thing on form, and so are you, because you're like, it's okay to have a PVC pipe and do an overhead squat, because I mean, there's times when if your form's horrible, what's the point of lifting that weight? And then we get, well, CrossFit hurt me. I believe you did, but we're not going to say that to you.
Yeah.
We're like, well, maybe the weight, and then we should go back. But it wasn't really CrossFit as a whole, but it's also our listening skills. And I loved that you went over that, and it's really nice to see, because sometimes when you drop in and you don't get that, it's not like, hey, don't forget about that. Don't forget about a lighter bar. Let's work on this. This is a hard movement. And if you do want to get it, because tons of people, when they hear hard, they're like, that's what I want. And then let's start from the ground up.
Yes.
You know, so that was amazing to hear and walk through.
And I don't know if you looked when we were doing the overhead, there was from weights to empty bars to PVCs out there.
And that was.
And our clientele knows, we know where we're at. And we each picked what we needed.
Yes, and there was a saying that you said about pride.
Yep.
Was it pride is the heaviest thing you're
So
Heaviest weight, yeah.
coming from me, I'm telling you from experience, I'm gonna make the games. Okay, I might be 65.
let us know.
I will.
Look, I'm waiting.
I'm waiting for all the good ones to, I'm holding them out.
My goal is 55. Okay, I got 20 years. Starting now.
So with that mindset, I've always been an RX athlete. My old coach, everyone needs a coach. Everyone needs a coach. Everybody in life needs a coach. I need a coach. And my other coach will push me. Everything's RX, Murph, nothing. Scale, no, not happening.
Yeah.
Kelly, you're going all the way, Ray.
That's his nickname.
I beat the brakes off. I have no neutral. It's straightforward. You ask these ladies. I love to compete. I love to bring it. I bring the fire. That's it. No one works harder than Coach Ray. But with that
I feel like you need your own podcast. Because you're hitting these sayings
so
all the way Ray with his two ladies today.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, guys, coming at you.
Straight from you.
Yeah. So the pride thing, you go to, you guys might have a poster, etiquette coming in. Rules of the box. 1 through 9, 1 through 10, whatever it may be. I just haven't got around the rules, but one of the rules I verbally say is pride. Check it, ego at the door.
Yeah.
Check it. You just dragged it in here. You need to leave that weight at the door. Your day ended at the door. Your day starts at the door or it ends at the door. Period. I need 1 hour of your uninvited time, no matter what. So I want you to have the best time, and that's why we'll push scaled. Learn scale. Learn the progression. Learn your body. Learn where it's going and how we can get it there. More efficient.
Yeah.
The more thing is safety. I was an RX. I didn't care. I said, how many? 200, 225? How many times? Cool.
Yeah.
Where I should have been 115, 135. But I'm trying to rub off on everybody else that scaled is the way to go and learn the progress before you guys go up to RX, stuff like that.
Yeah, because scaled, when you hear it sometimes, they're like, oh, that means you're taking things away. And I was like, no, because your scaled is your technically RX. Because if I give the same workout to an RX athlete and they do scaled, they're not going to feel the same way. You're going to die, get hurt if I give you an RX. So your scaled is technically your RX. We're just looking at this word.
That's it. That's exactly. And so to each their own, obviously, but as coaches, we wanted to have the best hour of their day. We know how hard it is to get in here. We talked about at the beginning. It's tough. Yeah. It's tough to roll into a new gym. Kudos to you guys, without community.
Yeah.
You've been to an invasive gym, you're like, is this open gym or anybody coaching here?
Yeah.
And, but obviously you guys come in and from the warm-up, if a good coach could tell exactly what he's got in front of his face right off the warm-up, you know what I'm talking about. So that's what we try to teach here. Keep it simple, keep it safe, and keep moving. And pride. Pride is the heaviest weight in the gym.
And that's what I loved hearing. And it was nice to look around and be like, these athletes are listening and not having that pride. And you don't see that a lot because we're transitioning into you need to really focus on your body. Yeah. And so to see like your athletes and your members like receptive and the coaching and backing it up, it was really nice to see across the board. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
And tell us more about, you said you offer children's classes or other, tell us more about yoga, and you have other, tell us more about what your gym offers.
Well, so for a while it was just Ray and I, and we were doing all the classes, and it was very stressful. She came on board, became a coach, and she gave us the 1 day off a week. So Thursdays we had off. We were grateful for that. Now we've got Coach Chrissy and Coach Drew, which you met earlier. So now we're really ramping up to try to get a variety of things since we have some help. We've had yoga for a long time. During the pandemic, we have a great yoga instructor who had a studio that went down because of the pandemic. She's in her 70s. She's amazing. And so she's kind of been on the side. We rented a space to her, and our members, part of the membership is her yoga. So it's worked out really well. But I'm also certified in yoga, so I teach those. And we've done cycles for a little while since we have the help now. We are doing... well, we have active and fit for kids, so it's not CrossFit, not yet.
Yeah.
We're working on getting that right now. That's what Coach Chrissy's specialty hopefully is going to be. But we have like an abs class, yoga class.
We've done pull-up progression.
Classes. We just had that was super popular. Wasn't it?
Butts and guts. Or
Yeah, but we call it
I saw
glutes and guts.
glutes and guts.
Yeah, say that
we
3
have
times fast.
That class.
Good.
That class was packed. We had it just for 3 weeks, and it was people out the door. So what we're trying to do is get creative and do something different with our Thursday 6:30 p.m. because that was like a slower class because everyone was really at the beginning of the week they're like let's go, and then it kind of died off. So we want to put like an open gym style but with a coach assistant. A coach is there watching.
Yeah.
So we want to try to do a cycle every 3 weeks so there's something different happening all the time. So that's and we have an idea where we do like a weight WEIGHT and meditate. So we do like a warm up yoga, then we work on then he'll do like a 1 rep max or something, and then I'm going to come in and do a cool down. So we're just kind of trying to figure out programming for that, but that's probably what we're going to be doing next. We're excited about that.
We're just talking about how we wanted like a weightlifting like clinic or something. That'd be
Yeah, or like a pull-up progression and things like
we
that.
love the pull-up
That
progression
is
was really popular
awesome.
too. People love that.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys got a week, when you get to December, we'll start to only. I'm going to parlay right off that. Only lifting starts in December. I'm going to be head coach on that. So.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
I'm transitioning into Oli. So,
Hey.
so next time we come out, if I'm in Oli, then I won't be CrossFitting.
Mobility.
Yeah. That's like a huge thing. But I mean, when you get like the right lifting and connections, it just looks so nice.
Beautiful.
It's like
Yes.
poetry in motion.
Yes.
Right?
That's what we chase. That one lift.
Yes.
It's like a golf shot.
You feel it.
Oh, felt good.
Golf shot.
Ouch, that hurts. Ouch, that didn't feel that good.
the analogies on a roll.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, he can make shirts. He can make podcast things, like all kinds of stuff.
You should hear him
Episodes.
during the open. He's like on the microphone the whole time. And when we do the Murph, it's a huge event here. We make a gigantic deal out of the Murph. And
That's
he's
actually
he's
behind
like
you.
DJing the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking behind you. I'm like, oh, that was from
Oh
the
yeah,
Murph.
this is our 2024. So
Yeah. How
those are our heats and stuff.
Your events like Murph or anything with the community? How are those run, or do you have anything coming up?
We don't right now. Well, we have something every month for the members.
Yeah,
we're
let's
going
start
to
with the
do a
members.
game night in a couple of weeks. So
Okay.
everyone's going to bring like different board games. Like somebody said, like Twister, and then somebody we're bringing Battleship, and so we do something. We have a movie night where we put a projector out, and then we rented a popcorn machine did different stuff. What else did we do?
For
a lot.
our third anniversary, that's what the green thing is.
I love that
We
color with
had
glitter.
it was the green carpet event. We had an actual like
was
fancy
awesome.
It was a
dress up
formal event.
formal dinner.
Yes.
So much fun.
We see you in your, we see you always in your, we see you half naked.
Right.
We see you in your stretchy shorts.
That's true.
Let's see what you've been working for
Yeah.
all that year. Put it
Yeah.
on display,
So
right?
all 40 of
And you
us
saw
were
like
all
all of
dressed
us
up.
like hanging off the rig in like our prom looking dresses and stuff. It was pretty funny.
It is.
So we try to do something every month.
Elegant. It was an elegant night.
Yeah.
Coach Chrissy pulled it off.
Yeah, she's our activities director, Coach
Yeah.
Chrissy, that you met out there.
Nailed it.
She is really great.
So that was the green carpet everybody walked up on.
yeah, we
and-
walked down it all fancy.
Nice.
It It was a lot of fun.
Because we love to hear what each gym is doing for their members, right? And speaking of members, how many members do you guys have?
We average between 50 to 75.
Okay.
It's like as soon as somebody comes on, somebody leaves. It's a rotating door, a
all the
heartbreaking
time.
rotating door.
And our summer, obviously, we're in
Declines,
Yuma,
yeah.
and we run a 115, 120.
Yeah.
And we're still out there with the doors open and fans, no AC.
Yeah.
Doing the same workouts we were doing today in the middle of the summer. So our numbers tend to dip around that.
Yeah.
You know, being the programmer, I see the algorithm weekly, not daily, and we've been great. It's been picked up every single year.
Yeah.
Summer's always a challenge. The desert Southwest, it's 120 in the shade. It takes a special kind of beast to get in there at
Yeah, it does.
4:30 and just to warm up, right? But that's part of being in Yuma, and that's part of the beast inside of us here at the box.
Yeah.
If you can make it through the summer, the winters are just fine. You know?
That's true.
But the membership's been coming up every summer. This summer we did pretty good. I think we're 10 plus this summer. You know, and the winter they're starting to come in, straggle in already. Like Miss Olga. She's coming back. Late. I give her, she's been here for,
Since the beginning.
ever beginning. But we're doing good.
Yeah.
From the pandemic, it's all
Yeah.
about timing. God's timing's been great. And he just keeps to bless us every single day.
Yeah, every event that we have, it's always like, well, what if this doesn't work out? What if it doesn't happen? No, what if
Yeah.
nobody comes? And then it's always groundbreaking. Honestly,
always-
it feels amazing. We're like, we can't believe how things always just work out, and everybody pitches in. There's not a lot on our shoulders because every single member comes in early. They help
amazing.
set up, they help break things down, pitch in. I mean, we have members here that donate toilet paper. I mean, they like there's some all the water cases. Like we have people donate all the supplies all the time. It's like everybody's gym. It's not like Ray and I
it.
own it. It's like the entire group owns it,
You
and they
work out
treat
your
it
best
as
friends.
such.
Which is really nice.
Super organic. We love it that way.
Oh, that's awesome. And then I have to ask, how did you come up with the name Beast?
We didn't. We can't take credit for it.
So, okay, so Beast Factory came out, like we're third generation. The first generation, they came up with a name. And they just came with they're just pondering names and stuff. And one of them, he was a first responder, Justin Howardson, OG. He came up Beast. They said, okay, Beast what? They said, Beast Factory? That's kind of new. This is back in 2015, 16.
Oh, yeah.
So
When a lot
names are
of
coming out. And so Beast Factory, that you know, when you mash the two together,
We love it.
it caught my eye. First, I was like, Beast Factory, whatever. Let's see what they got. but it in totality, it's everything we are. Our ethos, everything we are here. And it's not the bad beast; it's the good beast that we're looking to strive for inside you. That you can portray in this gym. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can let that beast out for 1 hour. Cage the beast back up, go to work, but still take that same temperament and mentality of going through walls and any obstacle that's in your life makes you a beast. Not only in the gym, but it transfers over. And that's the beauty about CrossFit. So, Beast Factory, we stuck with it. The brand, we love it. This is a one-off shirt.
We live it.
Yeah.
We love the brand. It's on my back.
We also have a lot of people that drop in and they're like, well, I came here for the night and I was looking up CrossFit gyms and we saw Beast Factory was the name and we thought we had to go to your gym because of that name. And I'm like, I love hearing that. So we did debate when we reopened if we should make a name change because it was new and it was us. And we're like, no, we got to stick with Beast Factory. We love it.
We secured Beast Box name too as trademark.
Yeah.
So Beast Factory
Nice.
Beast Box LLC.
Yeah.
So just in case the Beast Factory kind of we had an alternate. I'm on my plan B's. So.
I was like, both are really good names.
Yeah.
I was like, the Beast Box? Wow. You can
people are
start
proud,
making
yeah.
boxes and gym
Gym
boxes. I'm telling you.
boxes.
Yeah, there we go. And people are proud. All of our members are proud to be
Yes.
Beast. Like, and we like coin phrase. Like we're like Beast Mode. Sorry, that's our name. You know, when we go to place Beast Mode, we're like, are you talking about us? Because we're the
I don't
Beast.
see
you
a
know?
beast over
So-
there. You're CrossFit Yuma. You're Hidden Valley. Your glory. Beast Factory.
Stick with your name, okay?
Yeah. Glory. Pert people. But it's just our way of life. It's just the way who we are. We're beasts. We're CrossFitters first, foremost. Through everything the CrossFit's been through with Luke, with everything, the bad tragedy and everything with Glassman. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We've always stuck by CrossFit. We are CrossFit.
I believe in
no
it.
matter what. We believe in it
It works.
wholeheartedly.
It does.
It's our
and
why.
One of the questions we usually ask, and I usually like give a foremost, like if you don't want to answer, if you want us to edit anything out, let us know. How do you feel with the changes of CrossFit?
Well, I don't know. I feel like sometimes we believe in the CrossFit itself, but sometimes the corporate world, I guess, of CrossFit, we see changes that we're not super happy with. But we just love it so much. I could never see us unaffiliating. It would really have to be something major because for me, it's not about all the people that are up there taking care of that stuff. It's about this. It's about us. It's about you guys coming
community.
in, and we already love you. You're already family as soon as you walked in the door, and that's what we're here for. And that's what I think.
I think they're making really good changes, meaning changes striving the programming. They're really reaching out. If you guys didn't know, they were putting it out there. They had guest programmers for a while. That's cool. How Cross Headquarters did that. I don't like the business side of it. I think it's shadowing everything these days.
Giving a bad rap sometimes.
When you put a price tag on safety, you've lost. You lost. With that last tragic event,
that was hard. That was really hard.
That was very hard. That was really hard. Don't know the man. I'm a fan, but it hit us all hard.
Yeah.
Like family. It was like every single CrossFitter in the world probably felt that. We all felt the same.
Like I'm getting chills.
Just thinking about it.
Trying to blame it, but it's just.
But it was a hard
CrossFit.
situation.
Yeah. It's CrossFit. It is tough. You got to remember. You remind yourself. It's a tough sport. We stroke. We get heart attack. We got to remember that and recognize that effort. But still, at the end of the day, we all have lives to go home to.
Yeah.
We don't want to lose those lives. And I don't like where they're going with the business part of it. I wish they'd keep that part separated.
Yeah.
And the program has been amazing coming through, but I think they just need to get out of their own way, make it simple like they did when they first came up.
Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing because I started back in 2013. So seeing like the business just being pushed to the forefront, and it's you look at it and you're like, okay, are these more built to bigger gyms and we're turning into a global gym and not turning into our community? Because that's like the biggest thing when we go out to affiliates, we want to hear like, this is your community, because that's what I grew up in this to be the community, and we want to make sure everybody's sticking with it, but we also want to hear like from the gyms who have 200 members to the gyms who have 20 members, what is CrossFit doing for you, or what can they do for you, and what can we bring to the forefront to make them understand?
Yeah, we had a conversation about that a little while ago. I don't want to go too far into it, but talking about what we're paying, what we're paying every month, which is really difficult for like a gym our size. And some places where rents are through the roof, I can't even imagine how they're getting by, really, because it's tough. And we were talking about how we're paying this big fee, but then we're also paying really big fees to take the classes and stuff. We're like that. We're like, it'd be great if we had some more educational stuff that wasn't something that we had to pay for again. We just felt, and when we signed our contract again this year, I sent an email back and I said, hey, is this negotiable for our affiliation fee? And they said, no, it's not, but we can set you up with a representative if you'd like some advice or something like that. I'm like, oh no, that's okay, just checking. So
we love CrossFit with all our heart, and we're going to evolutionize with it, and we are, and we're not functional fundamentalists, go-getters. We're CrossFitters.
Yeah, like what would we be if we weren't CrossFitters? I don't know.
That's the secret spicy recipe I fell in love with.
Yeah.
And if I lose that flavor, you know what I mean? That's what CrossFit's all about, is challenge yourself. And they go away from that and put money in front of that. I think it's going to be attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sense of identity at this point.
It really
it's
is.
Definitely, like you said, it's all encompassing. I mean, I met Blake through CrossFit. Like, she was the coach at the gym, and we just built a friendship through there. And honestly, like, that's where all my friends come from, is from the gym.
That's how we are, too.
Yes.
And
we're always like, if there's a zombie apocalypse, we're going to go get all the CrossFitters.
Right?
We've got the best chance. We've got the best chance between all of us,
Oh, I say that all the time. I'm like, Blake, if it was between us two and a guy, I think we got it. I think we could do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But no, I appreciate the honesty when it comes to answering that question, because I think I feel like when it comes to talking about those topics, a lot of people don't feel really comfortable to.
Yeah, because you're like, what kind of backlash will I get?
Exactly. But I think it's also important to bring out like what people like us, the average person who's actually doing CrossFit every day, like what do they really care about when it comes to CrossFit? And it's the engagement. It's the being able to like socialize after class. It's the feeling good after class. It's not about the, always about the money or the business aspect, which I think it's important.
Maybe they've got something going on up there that we're not aware of because we're on this side of the fence. So you never know what's going on. Well, and how that situation was handled. How would I handle it? I have no idea.
Exactly.
So I try to put my feet in everybody's shoes sometimes.
Exactly.
So I know we talked about community and everything, and I'm going to touch on it one more time. What makes your affiliate or your gym unique? Like one word that you can explain, or one instance that made you feel like this was unique over all the other gyms.
Tell us, Irish.
Inclusivity is my answer, because it doesn't matter who you are or what's going on, you are welcome here. From little kids to old people to, we have people who have, just everything. Everybody is welcome here. It doesn't matter to us.
No matter what pronoun, what color.
If you're an oddball, whatever, we love you. We love you all.
It doesn't matter.
Can't open a door.
No limbs, one limb. You got. It doesn't matter. It's the hope that you bring to the door with you that we're going to cling on to and help you out as much as we can. I think.
Yeah.
And I think it's been our biggest thing. Me and Brandy and all our coaches. Is reach out to. We're not making money, people.
No, we're not in it for money.
We don't even know up the conversation we're just having. So this is very hard for us.
Yeah.
Multiple businesses. We're working out with the best friends, but it's all in the end for me and all of us. It's worth it.
Yeah. We have an ongoing joke that this is our tax write-off.
I work hard over there to pay for this.
Yeah, basically.
But it's so worth it.
This is a passion project for sure.
We do Special Olympics.
Yeah.
We do other stuff, and to see the smiles of people transition or just change their lives. Gold.
We love community outreach too.
Those are platinum members, yes.
Do you have anything planned for the community other than inside the gym next year? Or any events or anything that we can...
We don't have like anything right now, but there'll be plenty of stuff. Yeah, we like to do a lot of stuff. It was really fun because
Boot camp, right after we're going to start.
It's always boot camp.
It's a big deal for me, I guess.
Yeah, but we have...
Coach Ray.
We're in the community outreach
Kiss this
part,
voice
though.
goodbye, right, Philly?
We had a fun situation where our local mission, who helps the homeless and people that are in rehabs and stuff, they were saying that they needed water donations, and so Ray, he called out to all the CrossFit gyms in Yuma. He's like, "Well, we're bringing water. What are you guys going to do?" And we ended up between all the gyms. I'm not even sure what happened, but I think we had like 150 pallets of water that we ended up taking over there.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So cool. I ended up eating I didn't eat my words, but I got what I wanted. I challenged the whole community and all the CrossFit gyms where they answered back. I had to individually go pick up every single case of water. And it was over 300 cases of water I had to do by myself.
Yeah.
It's functional fitness, right? I'm just But they were so happy to see all that water roll into the Crossroads mission.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to watch them help me.
But I love that because I feel like when you're in that community and you have other gyms, like there is that point where, okay, they feel more home there or here, but like pushing them to be like, hey, we're all in CrossFit. What are you doing for the community if I'm doing this? We can all work together in a sense, even if you feel home there and people over here feel at home. We still need to work together to bring this community together. So I love that too. Like not a lot of gyms do that. Not a lot of gyms communicate, whether it is just a fun rival. It's always like, nope, you don't talk to them. But it's like, well, then why not?
Yeah.
Why is it got to be that way, prideful like that?
See, that's why I loved what you said about pride. I'm telling you, make a podcast. We got to invest in this person right here.
I'm a consultant as well. I do birthday cards.
What is your favorite CrossFit exercise move and your least favorite?
I'll go with my least. My least at this point in my life used to be the thruster. At this point in my life, it's still the thruster. My favorite.
Amen to that.
Because it just takes so much mobility.
It does.
It takes ultimate
takes so
mobility
much out of you.
and strength and power out of the bottom position. And a lot of grit. But that's what brought me to the thrust. I love it because it challenged me, and now I'm better at it. So it's not my favorite. My favorite movement of all is the snatch.
Okay.
I absolutely love a deadlift day. I will show up for every heavy
There you
deadlift
go.
day. But if you put burpees on there, I might give you every 4-letter word that I know.
Why?
It's like deadlifts and burpees.
Deadlifts and burpees. Oh, okay. Strike that out. Ain't doing those no more.
You know, I'm like going through my mind. I can't think of anyone. There's not really anything on there that I see that I hate. I love the variety, so I like to see something on there every day. Probably my favorites, though. This is not a popular opinion, probably, but I really do like wall balls.
Bless
And
your
I like
heart.
thrusters too. So I don't know, but when I'm trying to think, what would I kind of like it all.
That's a
You want me to
first.
answer that for you?
Now, am I good
As
at
your
all of
coach, I
them?
can tell you exactly. what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
good at all of them, but I don't mind any of them.
He's like, put me in,
Nice.
coach.
I want to see
Yeah.
something different every day.
But if you think about that, that's a true CrossFit mythology.
That's what I was going to say. That's what you
Constantly
want.
method.
Yeah.
The hopper
Constantly
method.
varied. That's what I
You
want
need
to
be
see.
ready for what it comes out of that hopper.
Yeah.
I try to, and I strive to be, and I try to teach that. You know, not to just be a one-trick pony, be three-dimensional, get
Yeah.
out there. What you got? Burpees? Jump to bar burpees.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You want it one time or 30 times?
Right. Because I could give you one. I could do that.
What are your guys's?
That's a great
good
question. Mine is exactly the same as yours, actually. My favorite move is a snatch, which I feel like isn't very popular. And then I also do not like thrusters as well. So, yeah, not my forte. I also do not like overhead squats. Yeah.
That was a gift to you today.
Mobility. It's the mobility.
Yes.
I have horrible mobility.
It'll come.
I thought you
Yes.
looked pretty darn good out there.
I mean,
My favorite is the overhead squat, bar none.
Told you.
My least favorite, I mean, it is a thruster, but I kind of look at workouts like that, like I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna complain.
yes. Absolutely.
You know what? Yeah. The worst thing, because we have it in our competition, and I had to, for the competitions that we set up, our coaches do the workouts to see if time limits would hit. Bar hops
Oh, yeah.
with a partner. Just over and over and over and over again. You know what? That is that I hate. Because I can do a burpee jump over at my own time.
Right.
But when you have to time it with a partner and you're short and your partner's tall and it doesn't affect them as much, yeah, I hated that.
See that endurance? Yeah, I can see that endurance.
I'm like, I died, and they're like, well, maybe we should change the number. I was like, no, it's good for everybody else. Everybody else is gonna die. They need to die just as much as I do.
This is a teaching moment for everybody.
So don't do it on my behalf. Keep those numbers. And like when we went to Prescott, they were practicing it again, and I was like, great, this is gonna be a fun workout again for me. And then to see everybody else be like, my quads, and I was like, aha, all of you are gonna feel that pain like I did. Yeah, but those are like, it is. There's some that you're just like, and when they're paired with
Yes.
it's gonna be a workout.
Snatch is an elegant movement, I think. Of
is.
all the movements. The clean and jerks, you ripping good. Technique's got to be in line. Mobility, minor. I can get the damn bars. A deadlift to a brack.
Yeah.
The snatch requires
Technique.
Precise. Requires mobility.
so cool.
But it requires
When you hit it, it
strength and
feels good,
power
though.
Yeah.
of every single fiber of your body, from the fingers to the toes. That's what I love about it. I love it because if you can master the snatch, clean and jerk's going to come.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Going to come.
And it looks so beautiful
Yes.
when hit. Like watching it, you're just like, oh my gosh. And you can tell when somebody's not going to hit it when somebody is.
Yeah.
That's it.
We had that last week because we're going into an Oli programming for during class. Our HWPO is doing that for our lifting section, and somebody was just so upset, and I was like, you know what, you're gonna look at this snatch like you look at double unders. We have snatch days and we have double under days, and we can have clean and jerk days every day. We can have squats every day. We don't have snatches every day. And if we don't, then we lower the weight and we practice on that mobility and that technique. And you will hit that. Just like with jump roping. You're going to cuss it out, though, because every time that bar's in front or that
whips you in the legs, you're like, I hate this, but I want to get it.
Yep.
How can people reach out to you guys?
Facebook is probably our biggest. It's what we're most active on, mostly because we're not really good at Instagram.
We do have somebody who does Instagram.
Yeah, we
for
do
us.
have somebody that does the Instagram for us, but Facebook is where we've gotten probably 90% of our business from, and word of mouth, I guess. But
A lot of word of mouth.
yeah, word of mouth has probably been the biggest
I
thing.
was
But
personal training for a while when we first started opening up personal training, and before that, everybody knew Brandy and I, and then they knew we had our own gym, and then just word of mouth got out. It's a small town.
Yeah.
And obviously, social media is great. I don't Facebook anymore, but putting it out there and marketing that way is. We really haven't spent a lot of money on advertising.
we really haven't. No, just recently for some of this, for the specialty classes, Facebook has like that boost or whatever that you can do for
Yeah.
like $10. So I've done a little bit of that to try it out. But yeah, most of it's been. We do a lot of events like we do like the Veterans Day Parade. We'll have a float out there, stuff like marketing like that. And we've got a lot of merchandise out there. We've got a lot of people wearing our shirts.
Our brand,
And that's really good.
Yeah, our brand's out there for sure.
Boot camp is one of our biggest events. We do have one coming up this January. Coming up, brand new you, brand new beast. Let's see it. Bring it out, right? Want to get the blood going. Want to get their minds thinking. Now we're going to start advertising that here pretty soon before Thanksgiving. Getting that blood flowing in the brain. Say, hey, maybe I make a change now.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll start to get prepped and get ready my nutritional stuff, right? Or looking into CrossFit
Yeah.
and start coming out. Gangs coming out, guns out.
Yeah, I was like, gangs out, gangs out.
Yeah, gang.
The gangs are coming out.
It's a long workout, lady, right? Coming out of the year. Coming out Guns
Beast
Blast in 2025, coming to that boot camp.
Yeah.
And that word of mouth, and actually, hey, have you been to that Beast Camp?
Yeah.
Oh, Beast Academy, this and that. It's great. And we got people coming back for the next Beast
Yeah.
Academy. The next Beast Academy.
They get a shirt that says "I survived Beast Academy 2025."
Oh, see, that's
so it does,
really cool.
It is. It's a fun, and to see the changes in the new people it's the most satisfying work you
It's-
can do. I think.
It's worth the 4 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
First one's always
With
6
no
weeks
sleep.
long.
No sleep, a little bit of bickering.
Yeah.
You get really hangry.
Yeah.
It's worth it to
It
see
is
everybody
worth it,
come
yeah.
from a
Graduation day.
You know what I mean? Metamorphosize from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So tell us the names of like your Facebook handle, Instagram, if you have any.
It's just
Beast Factory.
Beast Factory. We have a private group, but the Beast Factory Fitness is the Facebook and the Instagram.
I think so.
Yeah.
One last question. As you know, Savagely Scaled is a podcast that's kind of geared towards beginner athlete CrossFitters, but if you were to lend some kind of advice or something that you wish you knew at the start of your CrossFit journey, that you know now as someone who's been doing CrossFit, what would you say? Or what would be that one thing that you can relay to new CrossFitters?
Keep coming. Keep showing up.
That's what I was going to say. You just make a plan and stick to it. Maybe it's 2 days a week to start with. Maybe you don't show up for 5 classes in 1 week. 2 days a week. Make a plan and stick to it. And then when you're ready, bump it up to 3 or bump it up to 4.
It doesn't take much to start, but hope. Period. Once that seed's planted in your brain, you don't like the situation you're in with your life, your physical, your mental. If you don't like looking in the mirror, that's where it starts. It doesn't matter. It could be any kind of why. But every person, every athlete needs to have a why. And from that why germinates the first footstep forward to that door. And that means a lot for a person to come through there. And we got great testimony. And that's the biggest thing is we change lives here. You're not a number, you're not a name, we're not global. You mean a lot to us. We don't have memberships. Whether you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to want to be. And we want you to be here all in. All in. And what I want to say to anybody who's going to do CrossFit is obviously don't be scared, don't be afraid. It's tough. It's tough. There's a reason why people do it. Why first responders, Navy SEALs do it because it works. It works. And don't let price, don't let the fears of CrossFit affect you. You need to know that it takes hope to come through that door, to reach out, tag along with a friend. Change your life. Take a chance on being strong. Either mentally or physically, it's going to change you inside out, within bounds. And scale, scale it. Take those beginning classes. If you want to be a true CrossFit, go seek the CF1. Absolutely. knowledge is power. That's just life. And once you harness that, take it up a notch and then go RX maybe one of these days. But that's what I would say to most athletes is, you're not like me. We're all beasts, but I'm a different kind of beast. You're a different kind of beast. And find your beast. Explore it, find it, harness it, let that flame burn bright, and go with it, man.
Love it.
Nice. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us and giving you your time. And it was nice to have two owners and a coach.
Yay.
That was really nice.
Thank you, ladies, for coming down here.
Yes, thank you for
That's
the trip to Yuma.
Seriously, that's awesome. Come down here and put a podcast on in a different town, different gym. We're having a big workout. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
We're just thankful we don't smell.
So with that being said, we got a couple of air fresheners.
Well, that was a really good episode.
Right?
And I love sitting down with them.
I know. I had a lot of fun visiting and getting a chance to know everybody. Everyone was so receptive and so willing to, be a part of a little interviews and whatnot. So we're just grateful to have had the chance to.
But a shout out to you guys for listening and to my co-host, Joycey.
Yeah.
But if you feel like this podcast is your swig of pre-workout, don't forget to follow us.
That's right.
Write a review. The only reviews we can see are on Apple Podcasts. You can give us 5 stars on Spotify, or if you listen on Spotify podcasts, you can write comments on all of our amazing episodes.
Yeah, do it.
Yes, we love reading everything. I love texting Joycey in the middle of the day and be like, oh my gosh, we got a new follower. Oh my gosh, you want to see what this person said?
I'm innovating.
Yep. Follow us also on Instagram and TikTok at Savagely Scaled. You can also write us an email if you have anything that you want a topic to be talked about, something for us to try. Our email is at savagelyscaled1, the number 1, at gmail.com. And if you ever, we are looking for sponsors, so feel free.
Right? Just saying. Just adding that a little in there.
Yeah. And remember, don't be a Karen. Be a Sharon.
That's right.
Yep.
That's all
always
you,
be
girl.
Sharon. Thank you guys so much for sharing. Sharon
That's
is
right.
Karen. And
All right.
until
We meet.
at the whiteboard again. Bye.